I remember the first time I experienced pain from Nintendo. I remember the first time when you were doing the boat level on Mario Party 1 and you had to spin your joystick to steer your boat. And I remember I tried so hard at that mini game that I gave myself this insane blister on the inside of my hand. Nowadays, we always make fun of Nintendo. They make amazing games, but we always make fun of them for their servers. You make fun of them for, just doing things. Sometimes they're bad at marketing. Sometimes they're bad at server stability. Sometimes they're whatever. But in reality, we just don't really. We take for granted what Nintendo has given us. As for me, like, when I was first getting into video games, what was it? Well, what did you first get into when you were into video games? For me, it was Nintendo. The first game I ever played was the original Mario for the NES. My father got me into that, and that's how we kind of connected when I was young. Games aren't what they used to be. Nintendo really made a foundation that just cannot be passed. You can't beat it. I know in saying this is not the end for Nintendo, and it's like losing a father figure, When I was young, I wasn't a popular kid. I was a pretty big kid, and I didn't have a lot of friends, and hey, what did I turn to? I turned to video games. And what was the best thing to experience? Nintendo. Nintendo was it. Nintendo was the best it could get, and it created so much for me. It created so much for everybody. I've played League of Legends for 6 years, but still I don't get as competitive at anything as I do with Smash. And here I am, to the end of my stream, figuring this out for the first time. And what do? I fucking play Smash for an hour and then stop. What a disrespect. I completely disrespected my entire childhood. And I can't express how much Nintendo has done for me. And I can't begin to thank Nintendo for being there when I needed it. When I had no friends, Nintendo was there to make me feel like real life wasn't the only option. That everything could feel like a fantasy. You can completely forget about the real world and just live in a dream. And that's what I loved about Nintendo. It gave me those first feelings of magic in the world. I didn't have to experience the shit that was going on around me, I had The Legend of Zelda. And I had Mario. The man Mario. My man. You're never gonna find games like that anymore. Sorry for this video. It's just I think I brought such a disrespect to Nintendo for my stream and what I did for such an honorable, respectable, amazing man that I needed to do something else. I, you're never gonna see anything like that again. You're never gonna find anybody like him again. So, thank you, Iwata, for all the joy and happiness you brought to me. Every piece of contribution that you put in for my happiness deserves way more than I could ever give in return. But you really made my childhood and my life worthwhile when it didn't feel like it was. Rest in peace, man. There's never gonna be anybody like you ever again.